Now, I'm not one to typically overreact, but this Heat team is missing the playoffs. No, I'm just kidding, but only because they won. Because if they would have lost, I would have 100% had that attitude. I would have said, this is what Pat Riley deserves. This is what Mickey Harrison gets for being cheap. But they won, so we chilling. But I do want to throw out there that I understand it's a long season and it's full of ups and downs, and it will be a giant roller coaster, as it always is with this Heat team. But I do these reaction videos. I don't know if I'll do them every game, but at least periodically I will when I'm not over on the Basement Sports Network doing the live stream post game. So y'all go check out them. They'll be linked down below as well. Shout out my guy Royal A. Shepherd, the best host in the game. He'll be down there. But anyways, I may have a lot of these reaction videos, and therefore I have to react to the game. Now, people may think it's an overreact, which sure, it probably is, but still, we got to talk about something. I can't just say it's only game 1, it's only game 2, it's only game 30. We're going to react. So that being said, I got a couple notes here. We'll go ahead and go through the box score and get my thoughts on kind of everything. So off rip, this game just screamed game 1. I mean, the Pistons had about 100 turnovers in the first quarter. He got blocked about 1,000 times. It was looking super, super ugly. Now, I was frustrated from the jump because if y'all saw my last video, I may have told y'all to bet the Tyler over, which was 20.5. That didn't end well. He was 1 of 9 in the first quarter, which was pretty annoying to me. He finished 7 of 24 for 16 points. If you would have told me before the game that Tyler Herro took 24 shots, I would have said smash the over. 16 points on 24 shots is atrocious, and it also makes my Tyler Herro All-Star bold prediction from the last video look terrible. Because somebody commented in the comments saying, oh, that's a dumb take. You got Darius Garland and Donovan Mitchell and all these other great guards, LaMelo Ball, Trae Young, all these other great guards in the East. No way Tyler Herro makes it. And yeah, that was a stupid prediction because that's wildly inefficient. Again, overreaction. Whoa, stop the video. I see you ain't subscribed yet. That's crazy. Nah, but for real, go ahead and subscribe, leave a like if you enjoy. Really got a dream to do this full time one day, and it helps your boy out a lot. Thank you. Very, very better. It is only game 1, but I did not hit that bet, which was unfortunate because I paired it with the Curry free square and the Bam over, which did hit. Bam was awesome tonight, so I wasted that pick. But Bam Adebayo did finish with 22 points on 7 of 13 shooting, so he's very, very efficient. We saw him get to his mid-range shot. We saw him attack the rim, have a beautiful putback dunk, even had a very, very nice post fade, and his post game is kind of what I've wanted to see him improve on because he had no bag in there whatsoever. I don't know if he does yet, but he hit 1 tonight, so there is that. I want to talk about Jaime Jaquez Jr., who is one of the few exciting things that we had to look forward to for this game, because I'm not going to lie to y'all. It's going to be a very grueling regular season watching the same roster over and over again that we know only cares about the postseason, and they just want to get there. So we know because of that, the regular season will be boring. So I was very much so looking forward to Jaime Jaquez, who had a sexy steal to start the game, came down, gave it to Tyler, who got pinned at the rim. But then Jaquez got a nice reverse layup. A couple plays later, had a great reverse layup the other way, looking very acrobatic, had a great up and under finish later in the game. I think he might have only finished with like 6 points. Let me double check. Yeah, 6 points. But in 13 minutes, he looked awesome, and he did shoot 3 of 3. So he was perfection. Very excited to have him. And I was very excited to see a very strong start and game in totality from Duncan Robinson, who had 15 points in his first couple threes, which is something I was very much praying for. Because if y'all have been watching for a while, I used to love Duncan. He made me lose hope. One of my least favorite guys on the team. I said, Duncan, I'm going to give you 1 game to prove it to me. Just 1 game. That's all I'm giving Duncan. And he was good today. So I'll hop back on the Duncan bandwagon for a little bit, and I hope that he can ride this momentum. Obviously, with him, it's a big mentality thing, and you could tell he loses confidence in himself sometimes. So I think hitting his first 2 shots and having a first game 1 may actually be pretty important for him. So I'm glad he was able to do that. Again, finished with 15 points, and he was 3 of 5 from 3. So pretty good from him. So something that's not as positive. We saw a Drew Smith and Kyle Lowry lineup. If you would have told me 3 months ago that I'd be seeing that, I would have laughed in your face and I would have said, what the hell went wrong? And obviously a lot went wrong, you could say. And Drew Smith, obviously with Josh Richardson out, did get some decent run. He played 9 minutes, 2 points. I have no thoughts on him other than he had nice back tip, as John Crowley pointed out. And okay, I guess he's solid on defense. Drew Smith, I'm still in prove it to me mode with him. But yeah, saw Drew Smith, Lowry lineup. Who would have thought? I thought Kyle Lowry was non-existent out there. He obviously didn't take any shots until the end, which he bricked a terrible floater, which was a very clutch shot that he missed. Again, only had 2 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals, and a block. So he had a little bit of everything, but also did a whole lot of nothing, except get 4 fouls, which I'm just now noticing too. Like I said in the last video as well, Kyle Lowry will not end this season on the roster. It'll probably be closer to training camp, like we saw with Russell Westbrook last year. You guys know how those expiring deals go. You kind of offload them to some other team, get some maybe better rotational pieces back. And I did not expect a great season from Kyle Lowry, and starting with game 1, we did not get that. You did get a strong start from Jimmy Butler. Kind of slowed down a little bit in the second half, but it was nice to see him come out aggressive. We didn't know if he'd look a little bit rusty after not playing in the preseason. He did not. Also had the 13 rebounds, which I bet the over on rebounds. So I was happy with that. Not that it matters, because I paired all my slips today with the Tyler Herro over. So whatever. At least I put my money where my mouth is. It didn't work out. It was nice to see Kevin Love actually get a lot of run here. He played a lot more than I expected, 27 minutes. I didn't expect him to necessarily close games. My prediction was that he would sort of start the first quarter, start the second half, maybe play like 7 minutes each, and finish with about 14, 15 minutes for the game. But he played almost 30 minutes tonight and closed the game. Now, Will Mansell pointed on Twitter, maybe if Haywood Highsmith was there, maybe he gets those minutes, which obviously that will have an impact on Love's minutes. But I do like Kevin Love. I thought he was fine today. 13 and 10, so numbers-wise, he was fine. 3-6 from 3. Did miss the big one at the end, which you could tell hurt him. But I do like Kevin Love. I like what he brings to this team as far as a fit-wise, because clearly at that 4 spot, he's pretty much everything that you'd like next to Bam, a guy that can rebound and stretch the floor. So I do like to see that he's still trending to be a big part of the rotation this season. Is there anyone else interesting here? I guess Caleb Martin. Obviously, he was dealing with a little bit of an injury in the preseason. Only played 19 minutes tonight. Didn't look great. He was 1 for 7. But I do look for him to have a great year. And I guess Thomas Bryant. How nice was it to have a competent backup big man? He finished with 8 and 6. But he looked good out there, doing a little bit of everything. And I think that's going to be a major improvement for the Heat this year. And if they are better than last year, he will be a big reason why. On the Detroit Pistons side, I want to shout out Kate Cunningham because I did a season standing like prediction video a few days ago, and I think I had the Pistons next to last, I think to Washington. And in it, I said I'm not a huge fan of Kate Cunningham. Now I know he was injured most of last year, but I just thought he was a little overhyped coming into the league from what I've seen. But no, he's awesome. I mean, 30 and 9 tonight. He took Jimmy off the dribble, was hitting threes from everywhere. I thought that game when it was halfway down. Shout out to Jimmy Butler for not fouling him after kind of, Cade had pump fake there for a second. But he's awesome. And y'all know I love Isaiah Stewart too, who was incredible today as well. 14 and 14, hit a couple threes. That guy is going to be a very good player in this league for a long time. And I see here now that Killian Hayes is only 4 for 12, which is funny because I thought he played well today just watching the game. I didn't realize he missed as much as he did. But it's funny because he is kind of the joke of being one of the worst players in the league. It was shocked to see him starting, especially over Jaden Ivey, who only got 17 minutes tonight. But yeah, I don't know if Killian Hayes is an NBA starter or player at this current point. But shout out to Sir Thompson. Well, had a couple blocks off rib, only finished with 4 points, but did have 5 blocks. He is going to be a stud in this league. Both of the Thompson twins, of course, and that's not a hot take because I think we all know that at this point. But I think that's pretty much all I got for this video. Once again, I may be doing these sporadically, maybe every single game. Depends how much time I have and how late these games end. But I do want to shout out. From the last video, I told y'all to comment and comment the score prediction. Pretty much everyone commented a Miami blowout. So I'm going to just pick the closest one and shout them out, which is the closest final margin of victory. And shout out my guy Cedric Perry, 5722, who said 108-97 Miami. So shout out to you. I want to go ahead and do another one of these special shout outs. So the next game is versus the Boston Celtics on Friday, I believe, which is really exciting that off rip we get 2 very exciting games versus Celtics and at Minnesota, 2 games later at Milwaukee. So we get things going right away. And I did make a bold prediction too in the last video saying the Heat will beat the Boston Celtics and blow out the Milwaukee Bucks in the first week of the season. So you already know my prediction versus Boston. I say they're going to win. It may not be a blowout. They were down a ton today versus the Knicks, but then I saw somehow they ended up coming back. I don't know how. I didn't watch the game, but I did see that Porzingis balled out for them 30 points. My goodness. But that's all I got. So make sure y'all comment down your predictions below for Heat at Boston. I'll pick the closest score prediction and shout y'all out in the next video, wherever that may be. But that's all I got for this video. So I'll see y'all next time.
Look, pull up in your city, tryna get that dead face. Do it on my own, I don't need no dead weight. Had to kill him off, yeah, I need a head space. You know this homegrown bitch don't offend me.